Heartland Season 19 continues with a very dramatic and scandalous episode. In Episode 3, we saw that Caleb still has feelings for Amy and welcomed Ty back. Amy will be attempting to reconcile her relationships with Caleb and Nathan in Episode 4. So, let's talk about it. First things first, this whole group getaway was a terrible idea from the start. Who makes the decision to share a room with another couple, especially if one of them is unfamiliar with you? The awkwardness must have made Nathan feel like he was dying inside. I mean, it wouldn't be so wrong to assume that this trip wasn't really about Amy and Nathan. Because this was all about Caleb's unresolved feelings for Amy, Ashley wanted to see something or prove something to herself by organizing this trip. Let's face it, those two have a past, and that past is about to ruin both Nathan and Ashley. If you're a longtime Heartland fan, you'll remember that Caleb fell for Amy back in the early days, long before Nathan ever showed up. He was the charming rodeo guy who thought he could win her heart with confidence and a big smile and always found a way to make her laugh. However, Amy never had that attraction for him. She cared about him, sure, but it was friendship, not love. After Ty arrived, everything changed. Ty was the one she truly connected with, and Caleb knew it. Nevertheless, he continued to carry that tiniest flame for her. Even after he married Ashley, for a while Caleb and Amy actually became good friends, real friends. They had mutual respect, a shared history at Heartland, and all those years of working together. He was also trusted by Ty. But now that Caleb is acting cold and insecure, it seems like all of his growth has stopped. I couldn't help but think, what happened to the man Ty helped him become? Maybe that's why his behavior toward Nathan feels so wrong. Ty's Caleb, the Caleb I remember, wouldn't have tried to ruin someone else's happiness because he was jealous. By the end of the episode, when Caleb decided to fly Nathan to see his father, I thought maybe he was finally trying to do the right thing. But of course, things took a dangerous turn. They were forced to make an emergency landing in the middle of nowhere when the weather turned bad and there was turbulence. We are confident that everything will work out fine for them. But that situation is about to bring everything boiling to the surface. Caleb finally says what's been on his mind, that Nathan isn't good enough for Amy and that Ty was the only man who ever truly deserved her out there, isolated and enraged. And when I heard that, my heart dropped. Because that's not just about Amy, that's about Caleb's grief, too. He lost Ty, his brother, and maybe he still hasn't forgiven the world for moving on without him. However, Nathan also does not remain silent. Amy's heart is still tied to Ty in ways she probably doesn't even understand. She literally stopped herself from kissing Nathan because the memory of Ty hit her like a wave. Imagine how much you care about someone that their ghost haunts every decision you make. That's what Nathan's up against. And I can't help but feel for him. At the same time, I feel for Amy too. After losing the love of her life, she is still trying to learn how to love again. Because fear has a way of making us see things clearly, she might finally wake up when she realizes Nathan could have died in that crash. I really think that's the moment she'll realize how much she really loves him. According to what we've heard, the following episode might finally provide us with the emotional turning point in which Amy opens up to Nathan, confesses her love for him, and finally allows herself to move on. I honestly believe that a lot of us still cherish Ty. There will never be another Ty and Amy, that's for sure. But when I look at Nathan, I see someone who's patient, kind, and steady. Someone who truly sees Amy for who she is now, not who she used to be. And if we stop comparing him to Ty for just a second, maybe we'll see that too.